what you're going to see this afternoon are the properties that are going for sale, and you'll learn what you should be bidding on these properties, more or less. We're going to give you an idea based off of the information we're able to find. So if an investor is going to buy a house at a sheriff's sale, or myself, if I'm buying a house at a sheriff's sale, I want to know everything I possibly can. So I look at the old information that I can find on the MLS, if I can find any. If I don't find anything there, then I revert to tax records, and I start looking at other things such as flood maps, and I try to get a really good idea of what's going on in the neighborhood. I can even see if there's a high concentration of foreclosures on that block. So we try to give you guys as much information as possible for attending these seminars. So we're going to walk you through the process of what it takes to buy one of these properties. We're also going to have a construction budget. It's not a construction estimate, it's a budget that you may want to keep in mind for that particular house. Now, we can't give you exact numbers because we're not allowed to go inside and we're not allowed to disturb the occupants. So if you want a more refined estimate, you can talk to Jim or Joe after the presentation, and he can give you more of an idea of what it would be if you allow them to take a look at the property with you from the outside one day. He did drive some of the property, so he's going to give you more of a clarification of whether the house needs a lot of repairs or maybe a little bit of repairs, so that would be great. And then we're just going to give you any pointers that we can give you on the property itself. Sometimes the house may have an underground oil tank, and we know that because it says it on one of the previous listings. And sometimes it may have tenants as opposed to owners, which could complicate the way you get in that house after you purchase it. So we'll get to all that later. But we'll start with our first property now. The first property we have on our screen is 245 Beechwood Avenue in Lawrence Harbor. Okay. All right, this particular property is 1,279 square feet. According to the information we were able to pull up, this is a single family residence, so that we're able to confirm the square footage was correct. Taxes on this property are approximately $44.64 a year. There is no parking, so be very careful about that. Most people who buy single families, they would like to have a driveway, not even a garage. So this may be a good property maybe for someone who wants to keep it as a rental. But there is no further data that we can find on this particular home. This home can resell for about $255 in good condition. You want to budget at least $45,000 in repairs. If you decide to rent this house after renovations, you can get as much as $1,900. Let's go ahead and jump into the title now and see what we found with that.
All right, so I'm going to start off saying the title information provided here is from auction.com. If you want a more in-depth title search to know really exactly what's going on with the property, speak to me afterwards. We can definitely help you with that. But from here, what I see, title seems to be pretty clear. There's one thing you're going to hear me say over and over and over again to that every single property. It's going to be check your taxes. The taxes on this here was owed. They can owe you your taxes, so you always have to make sure you make a phone call, find out what's actually owed. There could be nothing owed, there could be your tax owed, you don't know. So you're going to have to really figure that into what you plan on getting on the property.
The overall condition of this property was in average condition. The roof was a timber line roof in decent shape. Siding was in average condition. The windows were fair. I recommend replacing them with, upgrading them to newer and energy efficient. The front wood steps were need to be repaired or replaced.
Thank you, gentlemen.